do 22 more inspections than the government requires. And my fresh, all-natural chickens are never given any hormones or steroids. They're fed a nutritious diet including corn, soybeans, and marigolds. And no candy, Gladys.
Purdue, extra inspections, extraordinary chicken. What? They're more comfortable.
The Wildlife Conservation Society practices hands-on conservation in over 65 countries. Their work is directly responsible for saving endangered species and raising awareness about the creature's plight. This Thursday is their annual spring gala at the Central Park Zoo called Flights of Fancy. It'll feature the extraordinary world of birds. The Society has a long history of protecting our feathered friends around the world and in 5 wildlife parks in New York. And Nancy Klum, the curator of ornithology for the Wildlife Conservation Society, is here now to talk about her work and the new spruced up home at the zoo's Penguin House. I have to tell you, it's one of the favorite places for my family. We go there all the time. So what's new at the Penguin House?
Well, they've redone the exhibit and they've added a whole group of new species. So there's an addition of steamer ducks and king eiders and oyster catchers, and especially the king penguins, which are very spectacular.
That's what we're looking at here, I take it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The display is already wonderful the last time I was there. All right, let's talk first. I want to talk about the annual gala that's coming up. Tell me a little bit about what people can expect with that, because I know every year it's just an amazing experience.
Well, the gala is, as you said, it's on June 10th at around 6:30 in the evening at Central Park Zoo, and the theme is Flights for Fancy. So it's going to be a celebration and themed all around the bird work that we do all over the world.
But it's going to be the set design I know is very extravagant, and it really immerses you in a different world, doesn't it?
Yes, it'll be. There'll be flamingo themes and penguin themes and raptors, and so it's going to be pretty spectacular.
It's not just a dinner, it's an experience.
Yes, it's definitely an experience.
Yeah. I know you gave us some pictures of some of the birds, and I want you to take a look at them and tell us about them, because these are just gorgeous pictures. This one, everyone who's seen this just raves. It's such a beautiful photo.
Yeah, these are our Chilean flamingos, so we breed these at the Bronx Zoo. We also have Caribbean flamingos there.
And look, I mean, this almost demands a caption that says, you know, honey, it's not that hot, you can put your other foot down or something.
Right.
All right, what are we looking at here?
This is a hummingbird that has, excuse me, that's I don't know what bird they sent you.
Emerald starling, I'm told. Emerald starling?
Emerald starling. Okay, then that's a bird from the Central Park Zoo.
Oh, great. All right, the next picture. We don't.
Oh yes, these are peafowl. They're called common peafowl, but of course they're very beautiful birds.
Yeah. And
you see them all over the Bronx Park.
Yeah. Red Foddy, I'm told.
Yes, these are in the Madagascar exhibit, the new Madagascar exhibit at the Bronx Zoo in the Spiny Forest.
You know, when most people think of the Wildlife Conservation Society, they picture these large animal reserves all over the world, but you also work with and study animals in captivity, don't you, to see the differences and how to best keep them alive and protect the species?
We do. So, for example, with our flamingos, we're doing playback experiments trying to figure out how to get the birds to breed more consistently in captivity.
I have to ask you, we're watching this enormous catastrophe in the Gulf, and the seabirds that we're starting to see covered in oil. A lot of people just think that, well, birds can fly. They'll just leave their habitat and go someplace else where it's safe, but it's not that simple for them, is it?
No, they're keyed in to breed in particular areas and to winter in particular areas. So that's their breeding area, and they're gonna stay there.
With all of the wildlife parks in the New York area that I know that you work with, do you also get time to go back out in the field and do what first brought you to this?
I do, yes. I work on flamingos in the Caribbean, and actually we work on flamingos in a number of places all over the world. I do some work on ospreys down in Belize, and we're doing work on vultures, malleos, all sorts of interesting birds.
So you don't have to stay in the office all day?
No. Fortunately, no.
Lucky you. Well, great. Thanks for coming in. Nancy Klum with the Wildlife Conservation Society. Remember, the annual Spring Gala is June 10th at the Central Park Zoo, so check it out. Coming up, the musical history of one of the most revered places of worship in New York.
Monday.
Does she know that girl over there?